Hey everyone, welcome back to another one of my video game reviews. This time around I'm going to be reviewing the sequel to the game I previously reviewed. This is Sly 2 Band of Thieves. Sly 2 Band of Thieves. Yeah. The game was released in 2004 by Sucker Punch Productions and takes place 2 years later in the story, where the clockwork parts, after the epic battle at the end of the first game, are being held by a museum in Cairo, Egypt. And however, they have been stolen by a mysterious spice trading gang known as the Claw Gang. So now Sly and the gang has to travel around the world and to beat the Claw Gang at their own game. The first member of the Fiendish Five, or of the Claw Gang, is Dimitri, who is a lounge lizard, owns a nightclub in Paris, France. And he has the clockwork tail feathers, of which he's using to help him forge money. Rajan is a spice trading tiger, or liger, I guess. And he's held up in... He's actually kind of interesting because he has two episodes dedicated to him, both in India. First is at his ball in India, where he's hosting the Clockwork Wings. Second is in the Indian jungle at his palace, where he has the Clockwork Heart that's helping him create spice faster. And you don't actually fight him until then. The third member of the Fiendish Five is the Contessa, who was undercover as a high-ranking prison warden for Interpol, the police agency. And she uses, she's an expert in hypnosis. Alright, but wait, it's all just a scam, because it's really a front for her to hypnotize criminals and force them to reveal where they've hidden their fortunes. Her first episode is in Prague at her prison, where she doesn't have any clockwork parts, and her second episode, where you actually fight her at, is at her castle estate, where she has the clockwork eyes, so she can instantly hypnotize people. The next member of the Claw Gang is Jean Bizon, a Canadian shipping baron, who's held up in Canada, obviously. He almost struck it rich during the gold rush of 1852. However, he got buried alive in an avalanche. Miraculously, the quick freeze kept him alive, and 120 years later, thanks to global warming, he thawed out. So yeah. In the first episode dedicated to him, he has the clockwork, the clockwork lungs, both the lungs and the stomach, of which he's using, of which he has grasped to the engine of his iron horse trains. And, which will allow them to run for all night and all day without needing to be refueled. Then there's, and then the second episode he has the Clockwork Talons, where you actually fight him at. Then the final member and leader of first off let's talk about Constable, or just Neela. She's a member of the Claw Gang, working straight with the final member, Arpeggio. However, she was undercover in Interpol, just like the Contessa was, as a constable, and after Neela's capture and Carmelita's frame, she got promoted to Captain Neela. Alright, she ends up being the final enemy of the game. Then the leader of the Claw Gang is a flightless parrot known as Arpeggio, who has this giant Da Vinci style blimp type thing. Alright, and he's a genius. He's the... Alright, he born flightless, he was unable, well, born a genius, he was unable to attain flight, so he used his powerful mind to search for a cure in the works of the Italian Renaissance masters. Alright, it wasn't long before he devised the Claw Gang and set out to find the clockwork parts. So, yeah, that's basically the enemies now. And supposedly he had the clockwork brain, but we never actually ended up stealing it because there's a huge plot twist at the end. Now I'm going to talk about what I like about this game and what I didn't like about this game. I'll tell you right now, this is my favorite game ever made. So yeah, it's going to get my highest rating, which is 10.9, but I'll talk about that later on. Anyways, because there is stuff I don't like about this game. No game is perfect in my book. So yeah. First off, what I liked about this game. First off, you play as more than just Sly in this game. That's right, you play as Sly, Bentley, and Murray. Sly, of course, is the stealthy field agent. Bentley is the brains still, and in this game he's also the demolitions expert. And Murray is the muscle. Alright, every single guard in this game dies with only 2 hits when you use Murray. Which is really cool, obviously. Another thing I like about this game is the plot. This game has one of the most epic plots ever. Alright? I'm not going to spoil it for you, but at the end of the game you do end up fighting Neela, but it's not as the final boss and whatnot, but it's not as cut and dry as you may think. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it's epic. Another thing I like about this game is the change in layout. Sly 1 went more for the linear style of gameplay, while Sly 2 has more open world, more sandbox type of game. It's definitely more open. You have a safe house instead, and you go to different missions, and you learn about them via Bentley slideshows in the safe house. And you buy gadgets via ThiefNet with your coins, so you can have as many coins as you want to, an unlimited amount, basically. And there's certain treasures around. There's 3 treasures around each of the 8 episodes that you can bring back to safe house for some loot. Alright, and there's one time where you actually have to in episode 1, so there's technically 4 of them there. And it just, they changed so much in this game. So they made a huge risk, I think, when they made this game, changing so much, because there would have been a chance where, you know, the fans might not have liked it and they would have been a flop. But I personally, and I'm sure many of the fans are with me here, thinks that it was a huge drastic change, which makes this my favorite game ever made. But yeah, and so that's what I like about the game. Oh, and also I like the voice actors. Kevin Miller comes back as Sly, Matt Olson comes back as Bentley, Chris Murphy comes back as Murray, you know, and Elisa Glidewell, I think her name is Carmelita in this game, which personally, this is my favorite voice actress for her in the entire series thus far. And all the other VAs of the other characters did really good. John Bizon's voice actor, for one, is the same one that voiced Clockwork in the original game, which is really cool. I don't remember his name. I remember seeing, if you watch the bonus features for this game, you'll see him, but I don't remember what his name is. Like Don something, I think. I don't remember. But yeah. So that's what I like about this game. Now what I don't like about this game, and that's very few in number. Well, first off, I kind of wish there was more gadgets, but that's beside the point. The biggest thing I don't like about this game is Bentley. Now, Bentley is my favorite character in the entire series. Don't get me wrong. But I felt he was extremely underutilized in this game. Alright, there's so much more that they could have done with this character. First off, he's a pretty slow character, and he takes a lot of damage, and it takes a while for him to kill guards. So what they could have done with him is made it to where he could like duck into a shell for temporary protection. Maybe a meter comes at the bottom of the screen for how long his shell can protect him from attacks. And maybe you can like roll away in it real fast to escape enemies. That would have been awesome. Plus also his harpoon gun. Now he can shoot sleep darts in this game. out of it, which is really cool because then he can kill guards by throwing a bomb on them and kill them instantly. Right, but his harpoon gun he can whack with the jewel, but it's so underutilized. What if he could like shoot regular darts out of it to damage guards without it having to go into his binocular form? That would have been really cool. You know, it would have made his character so much more usable. I like his character much better in Sly 3, which we'll get to when I actually do my review of Sly 3. At any rate, though, those are my only complaints about this game. I gotta tell you, well, this is the first game in the series I ever played. Alright, I played it the July it came out on my birthday. I think it came out like July 4th or something. Not exactly sure, but I did play it then. And my birthday is the 10th, by the way. I gotta tell you, I was stunned by how incredible this game is. I know you're probably thinking I'm speaking on nostalgia here, but it's more than just nostalgia. Anyone can love this game, even nowadays. This game holds up today, which is proven because Sly 4 is coming out. I mean, if another game in the series coming out, then obviously the previous ones, which came out years ago, can still hold up today, you know, and this game definitely can. I'm actually playing it out there in the living room right now. Just decided to stop real quick to record this video. But yeah, it's like, I can actually get through it pretty quickly now, but it was really hard for me as a kid. But seriously, I'm giving this game my highest score, a 10.9 out of 10. I know my ratings are kind of weird. They go from 0 all the way up to 10.9. But, you know. Anyways, that's my rating for this game. This is the most fun video game I have ever played. Still remember getting this for my birthday and loving every single second of it, and it's still, and not speaking in nostalgia, although that's mainly what this is, but not speaking as a biased fanboy. This game, I still firmly believe this game definitely holds up today. Well, I guess that's it for this review. Remember to rate and subscribe, do all the good stuff, and I'll see you after, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.